Hey, what is up, guys? How are you all doing today? Having a good day, having a positive day. But without further ado, let's get right into today's video. And before we start, please, I highly appreciate if you smash the like button. I really do. I highly appreciate it. And without further ado, let's get right into today's video. And I want to make this video on race, on nationality. I want to make this video and just say that at the end of the day, we are all human beings. We really are. And, you know, we live in a world, and like, just look at the world. Just look at the world. Look and look closely. Do you see any borders besides man-made borders, obviously? But do you see any borders that determine a country? Do you see anything that determines a country? Do you see anything like that? No, you don't. Yeah, don't get me wrong. There are some natural borders, but most of them are not man-made. Most of them are not natural, and most of them are just man-made. That is what I'm trying to say. Now, everyone is a human being. That is a common sense fact right there. Everyone is a human being. Everyone bleeds red. Everyone has flesh and bones. I don't know about you, but that's a fact. I don't care what color you are. I don't care about none of that. Everyone bleeds red. But you look at the like you look at our history, and you realize that so much blood has been spilled over color, over nationality, over a whole lot. So much has been so much blood has been slaughtered. Like so much has been killed over nationality, over land. Because for this distinct reason. Now, I'm gonna put it as simple as this. Just imagine two tribes. One tribe and another tribe. They believe in differences. They have differences. One tribe believes in some other religion, and this tribe believes in this religion. They have a separate view on life. For example, one believes murder is good. A simple example. Murder is good. Hey, murder is bad. And, just an example. Now, obviously, well, one way or another, they're gonna have conflict, and of course, that's inevitable. When that happens, that is inevitable. They're gonna have conflict, and when that happens, guess what? Like one way or another, someone's gonna invade another person. That's what happens when you have differences, or when you believe in different ideologies. That is how empires have been formed. That is how sets of ways have been lived. That is why countries exist in today's world. And let me just tell you, all of this is just ego. All of this is just from an ego perspective, from an ego mindset. Same thing with religion. And this might be controversial, but everyone has different views on how life works. Everyone has separate views on, how the world was created. And if it gets you, into into a belief, hey, this is how it works. And if you don't believe this, man, you're going to hell. You're going down the dumps. If a religion teaches you that, man, I don't know. That is not really like how do I say it? It's not something that you should be like you should be forced to believe in, because they shouldn't force you to go to hell. But enough of religion. I'm just gonna talk about nationality. Nationality. Hey, this is our country. This is how we live. And what I'm trying to say is that differences exist in the world, and there always will be differences. But you got, like, at the end of the day, this is all an ego perspective. This is all an ego. This is just seeing things from an ego perspective. And as long as you operate on that, you're obviously gonna operate in in an ignorance level. And what do I mean? I mean, just think about this. You operate in an ignorance level when you have a set of beliefs. When you believe in something, but not like there's a difference between believing and knowing. Believing is blindly following something. Knowing is knowing, like you have experienced, you have seen it. That is knowing. And as long as you believe, you're gonna be ignorant. I'm just saying. So wars exist, things exist, a whole lot of shit exists, and as long as you believe, you're gonna be straight off. You're gonna operate on in an ego mindset. As long as you believe, you're gonna be operating on an ego mindset. And you know, I'm just saying. Now, this is why this is why conflict exists to begin with. Because people, they don't know how to have empathy or, compassion towards the other side. And when I say that, I mean, like just think of it like this, like you were born into a specific country, into a specific color, into whatever. That is how you grew up. That is how you live your life. You grew up into this specific country, to these specific conditions, and you would think you're better than everyone because of that. That is ignorance 101. It is. Just because you were born into a specific color, into a specific nationality, that does not mean you're better than everyone in the world. That does not mean that. That is ignorance. That's just pride right there. If you understand the other person, oh, how, like, if you ask yourself, hey, how does it feel to live in their conditions? Then your perspective will be widened. You will know a whole lot more. You will understand that person a whole lot better. And that is a problem in today's world, because people operate in an egotistical level that they do not understand what the other person is going through. Whether you're Hispanic, whether you're Muslim, whether you're an Israelite or a Palestinian, whether you're Asian, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who you are. If you're operating in an egotistical level, if you're operating in a way that you think you're better than everyone, then you need to shift your perspective, which is what I'm trying to say. And ego in general is it limits your perspective on things. Ego in any shape and form, it limits how you view things. And it's and by the way, ego is just an illusion. That is literally what it is. Just an illusion. Just how you believe things are. When in actuality, you should, search the truth. Not many people know how to. As a matter of fact, we live in a world where people are just too scared to find the truth. And by the way, we live in a world where we can search things up on the internet as easy as pie. As easy, as easy as that. And people just do not, people like, People are like they would rather choose to live in comfort. And as long as you choose to live in your ideas and your ego or in your beliefs, you're not gonna be able to understand things. And I'm not saying drop your ideas or your beliefs. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying come in a place like be in a place of understanding. Know what other people are going through. You like I'm not forcing no one to change. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying come from a place of understanding. Hey, how are those people going through? You know, how are those people living? Like at the end of the day, wars in general are just caused by ignorance, or how to say it. It's just caused by ego, by not like lack of understanding. Having hatred towards the other side because you think they're a threat, and that is a problem right there. And in order to solve that, you need to realize that everyone is a human being. Everyone is a human being. Everyone bleeds red. And like all wars are just caused by ego or a misunderstanding. And like I'm just saying, like if you like try to understand the other person instead of having hate and envy, you will gain a new perspective. Hey, you will like have more compassion and love, which can elevate you at a higher frequency. Excuse me, which can elevate you at a higher frequency, which which can get you in a positive state. That is that is the power of understanding. It leaves room for compassion. I'm not trying to sound cliche. These are facts. The like love and compassion and all these things are just higher frequencies. It gets you at a higher frequency. It elevates you at another level. And the ego, on the other hand, it keeps you in the low frequency. It keeps you at a low vibration. So that is what I'm trying to say. You see, don't let your don't let your ego hold you back. That is what your ego is doing, is holding you back. And you gotta and you gotta start understanding or realize that you do not know a whole lot in this world. You just do not know a whole lot. There's a whole lot of things you do not know. There's way too many things that you do not know. This planet, like we live in a small ass planet compared to an infinite big universe. And you're telling me you would rather stay in your little ego and your little world instead of explore the vast amounts of the vast amounts of knowledge, of experiences, of like a whole lot. You're meaning to tell me you would rather stay with that than experience that? Are you kidding me? But hey, we live in that kind of world. That is what I'm trying to say. Like there is no such thing as nationality. There is no such thing as race. And people who think otherwise are just like I'm not gonna call people racist. Like racism is a form of ego, or it's a form of misunderstanding. That is what I'm trying to say here. Like every single form of hatred is, in a way, it's just a form of misunderstanding. It's just ignorance. That is what it is. And so I'm just saying you gotta come from a place of understanding in order to heal people. Like at the end of the day, we're all human beings. There is no such thing. There's no such thing as a nationality. Like a country, let me tell you, a country is just a group of people who decided to put borders around that piece of land. That is what a country is. That is literally what it is. A country right there. You know, race is just a color. That's literally what it is. It's just a color. No one is inferior. No one is superior. It's just a color. That's literally what it is. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Let me tell you this. Colored people, they can absorb more, like, or not absorb, but they have more melanin than white people. And if you don't know what that means, or if you don't know what melanin means, it is basically something in your skin that protects you from the sun rays. Or in other words, colored people need more time. Colored people need more time in the sun compared to white people. I'm not saying white people are better than colored people because of that, or colored people are better than white people because of that. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is, everyone is different. Everyone is unique. Everyone has their own unique traits going on. And, if you know this fact, you gotta consider that, hey, is that why colored people have been living near the equator for civilizations, and white people, or Caucasians, I'm just gonna call Caucasians have always went upward, like north, always gone north? Is that why? But I'm just saying, hey, if you understand this, there's a whole lot of things that connect the puzzles. That is what I'm trying to say here. But to sum it all up, what I'm trying to say is that there is no such thing as nationality. There's no such thing as color. I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong. Like, we have different colors, but at the end of the day, we're all human beings. That is what I'm trying to say here. So to sum it all up, what I'm trying to say is that everyone is a human being. If you like this video, please smash the like button. If you have any questions, please comment. And I hope you guys have an amazing day. Peace.